When you are picking products within the ConnectWise system, my biggest pet peeve, especially coming from a procurement background, is that they don't show you what warehouse and warehouse bin your products are in as you're picking it. So if you're leveraging the use of the product pick and ship screen, which you should be using, and if not, I have another video on how to maximize this. You need to be able to see what products have been approved and need to be picked. And ideally, you should be able to see what warehouse that product is in. So I know I have 58 units. However, I have no idea what warehouse they're sitting in or bin, especially if I have multiple warehouses. I won't know where that quantity on hand is. I've built a custom report writer report for this to show you exactly how that looks. If you are not familiar with report writer, this is a little bit more of the advanced level. So I would recommend starting with a different video or familiarizing yourself with report writer. I will go through it pretty quickly, and this is going to be a longer video than you're used to from me. So let's dive right in. My goal with the product pick list with Warehouse was to provide at a project level all of the items that were on the project, what the project quantity was, if the product had been purchased or not, as well as the purchase info, how many had been picked, what the open quantity was, and these are my two warehouse names, Clearwater and Tampa. I wanted to see at a glance exactly where my stock was sitting so that I could pick it effectively. If we scroll down to this one, new project, we can see that there's 6 items on this project. None have been purchased. We have picked some of them. I have some formatting to show what the open quantities are. And if there's an inventory product that's sitting in stock, I can see where those units are located. So those are in my Tampa warehouse. If something's been purchased, I can also see the PO number, the PO status, and the product status. So I know that that's still incoming. The goal here is to give both procurement a high-level view as to all the products that are sitting on a project, where they are, if they've been purchased, what still needs to be done with them. And then this report can also be shared with your project managers to let the project managers know what's going on with those projects as well. So without further ado, here's how I built the report. The data sources I'm using are here, and I would recommend taking a screenshot. I'll try and put one in the comments too. I'm really basing this all on product-based joins, and then I have a few project as well. The key is that inventory item list data set. This is the one that's going to give us the quantity on hand and what warehouse it's in. So this is how we're starting with the basis of the report. Here's all the joins we're using. Next step is the fields. So I'm doing a visual grouping. That's what that VG is on the project name. And I have all this information sort of just in a list table view. I'm adding a pivot column on the warehouse name and adding a sum of the quantity on hand in those warehouses. Those are the last 2 columns. That's what's going to show me exactly how many units I have in each of my warehouses. I do have some sort of editing things that I've added here. Most of them are just widths. However, for my open quantity, I wanted to add that if the open quantity is greater than 0, highlight it as yellow. The reason being is that if I haven't purchased something or if I have not picked it, I want to know that that is still an open product, and I want to get on top of that as soon as possible. As a result, I've written a case statement in here, which I will copy and paste as well. But that's just saying that if the quantity has not been purchased and has not been picked, then please return the open quantity. If it has been purchased or picked, just let me know that that's 0 and I don't need to do anything about that. I'm not putting anything in the summary, and I'm not utilizing the drill down keys at this point. I'm not using a sub-report or not planning on using this as a sub-report. And my filters are as follows. I wanted to filter by project status, so I wanted to be able to see everything that's in an open status. I did put location. I have two locations in this testing environment. And then I also put an optional filter for project name. So you could go through and choose whichever project name you wanted to look at. For this case, I wanted to look at all my projects all together. How I would use this report is I would schedule this report to go to my procurement team every Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning so that they can get a high level snapshot of all the projects and quickly look at those open quantities. That's what I would be most interested in as someone who works in procurement. We could even sort by open quantity just to see what's going on there. Additional things that you could do with this report would be to filter out any products that are not required to be purchased or picked. So you could filter out non-inventory class products if that's the way that you're handling it. And you can easily see anything that needs to happen with your jobs. Make sure that you add those subtotals as well. Those are very helpful. And you can see those in the fields section under the add subtotals. So this is a high-level view on how to create a project pick list with the warehouse, seeing the on-hand quantity for those warehouses. And it's a great tool that I've implemented with a number of my clients to make sure that everyone's aware of what's going on with their jobs. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks.